Hello dear fashion bosses, how are you doing? Awesome. Good to be in your face again. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this trendy 3D applique. Okay, so that's what we are going to be learning how to make. If this is your first time on this channel, we say thanks for stopping by. Please do well to subscribe. And if you are a returnee subscriber, God bless you. So these are the materials. I have Emin glue. I have my B6000 glue. I have an organza. I held that earlier. And I have this crinoline net. Okay. It's very important. And I have my trimmings. All right. So I grab my organza fabric. I have my copper wire. You see it's very flexible. This is actually 0.75 ml. I have it in silver and gold color, anyone that you want. I grab my organza fabric. So we are using this organza because, we want it to be transparent. So we are going to be making the two different types, the transparent one and the one you use fabric for. So I spread out my organza fabric and then I'm going to line up my hemming glue on it. Okay, so just follow the process. It's simple, very simple. Okay, while I'm arranging my hemming glue, I'm gonna be explaining some things. So we are going to be making the transparent one and then the one you are using fabric on. So follow keenly. So if you want to make the transparent one, you have to use organza fabric, okay? If you want to make the one, any other one that you can use fabric for, you have to use the fabric you want to use for it. For that, we are going to be using a doll face, okay? So I continue arranging my hemming glue, guys. I continue arranging my hemming glue to the level where I want it to get to. So there is a bigger hemming glue in the market. If you don't have the time to be arranging this regular one, okay, because of the it's not as wide as the bigger one that they just introduced, you can get the bigger one. So after arranging my hemming glue, I lay my crinoline net on it, okay, and then after laying your crinoline net on it, you will sprinkle a bit of water on it so that it will glue well and fast, okay? So after doing that, I sprinkle the water again and then I am going to be infusing the hemming glue using my iron by transferring heat to it, okay? So that's what I'm doing now, guys. Just follow the process. Just follow the process. I'm teaching us how to make two different kind of this trending applique, 3D applique, okay? Like I always say, all you need is an idea, okay? So because the fabric I'm using to cover it is not very big, I have to be transferring it from one point to another while transferring heat on it, okay? All right, so do well to subscribe, guys. Do well to subscribe, okay? So I pull it up and then continue transferring heat on it. So if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so very much for always stopping by. I love and appreciate you. If this is your first time on this channel, hey guy, you don't want to know, you are at the right place. Here on this channel, we upload sewing tutorials and headwear tutorials, and then we've introduced entertainment, to you, okay? So we have short story videos on short African tales, okay, stories you can watch and get yourself entertained and also learn morals from. So we are done infusing, and this is what we have, guys, when we are done infusing the hemming glue on it, okay. I'm just trying to trim it to get a bit of balance. This is what we have at this point. We are having just the organza and the crinoline net, okay. So if you want to make the one that you need to use fabric on, after doing this first process I just showed you, you will now use your fabric for the second process. That is, if you want to use a fabric, you don't want it to be transparent. The client wants you to use her fabric or the color of a particular fabric to do that. So you will align your hemming glue on it again, just like we did the initial time. Okay, you will line up your hemming glue on it again at this time, okay, before you use your fabric to cover it, and then you transfer your heat by using your iron. Okay, after doing that, you see, I covered it with my fabric. I will sprinkle in water, yes, and then I will use my iron. Okay, this is if you want to use fabric. Okay, if you want to use fabric. So I am done infusing, I'm done gluing. If you want the fabric to show on both sides of your applique, it means that you don't have to use organza for the first side. So this one now we are going to, this is the transparent one now. This is the one with organza. You see, it does not have fabric. So I have this shape I've already cut out, drill and cut out like a leaf. Okay. So you draw out any kind of shape that you want, and then you place it on your applique material, which is what we've already constructed. Okay, and then you start cutting out those shape, guys. Okay, you start cutting it out. Don't forget, this is if you are making a transparent one. You see what I'm holding is looking transparent. We use only organza and the what do you call it again, crinoline nets. Okay, this is how to make those transparent ones you see on those luxury outfits. Okay, so after doing that, if you want it to be straight, you don't want it to be curvy and bendy, all you need to do is just to introduce your trimming, just like as I'm showing you right now. If you want it to be straight, okay, you don't want it to be curvy, you don't want to curve it here and curve it there, all you need to do is cut your shape out and then introduce your trimming on it. Use your trimming to embellish it, just like what I'm showing you right now. Just get creative about it. Okay, so I'm going to embellish both side of the leaf. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now using my B6000 glue. Okay, so I have embellished this side. I'm going to embellish the other side. Okay, so whilst doing this, guys, you are very careful so that your glue don't mess up your job. When you apply your glue to your applique, you leave it for a few seconds to get dried a bit. Okay, so I'm going to do for this other side now, guys. I have done, you see, and this is what we have. You see, it looks beautiful. It looks like a leaf. You can do this in quantity and then use it to arrange it however you want on your outfit or on your garments. Okay, so it's looking beautiful. This is good to go. So the second pattern is if you want to be able to fold it. Okay, you use your copper wire. Hey, I think this class is about 4-in-1 actually. Yes, 4-in-1, not 2-in-1. So this is the second tutorial. If you want it to be a bit curvy, you want to be able to fold it here, bend it here and there to get different shapes, we are going to use our copper wire. Okay, so I cut out my copper wire using the size of my leaf, the length of my leaf actually, and then I applied my glue on the side where I want the copper wire to stay, leave it to dry a little, and then I introduce my copper wire to that part. I cut out the SSS. So you can actually introduce your copper wire on both sides depending on how much of the quantity you have. Okay, but for this tutorial I'm putting on just one side, and then after gluing your copper wire, you get another of the applique and cover it up. Okay, so it means you have to cut out two different applique. Okay, you introduce your copper wire on one, apply your hemming glue as you can see me do right now. Okay, and then you place the other applique on it. Please, whilst doing this, make sure you've not embellished it yet. You know, this one we are using now is one we embellished initially. Okay, please note that. So you cut into the copper wire is in between both. Okay, and then you put your hemming glue, you cover it up with the other one, sprinkle water, cover it up like this, and then you introduce your heat. Okay, so if you're a bit confused or lost, make sure you watch this video over and over again because it is jam-packed. You don't need any other tutorial to be able to know how to do all this trendy applique and for luxury dresses. Okay, so I introduce my heat from the iron so that it will glue both together. So we are done, as you can see, and this is what we have, guys. Woohoo! Beautiful, beautiful, you see. So at this point you can twist, you see, and bend to any shape that you want, you see, however you want it, you see. You can twist it. Beautiful. And then do it in plenty quantity, and then use it to embellish your garments. Okay, so you've learned two different styles. Now the third style is you remember that one we use doll face to cover, the fabric one. This is it right now. So right about now we are going to cut out shapes. You can see I've cut out my shapes, different sizes actually, leaf pattern, okay, leaf shape, but I have it in different sizes. And then I'm going to place it on the applique fabric, and then I'm going to cut out my shapes. You can do any shape of your choice. Okay, you can draw any shape of your choice. It is totally dependent on what you want and what your client wants. Mine is to teach you how to achieve it. Okay, so that's how to go about it. Please, have you subscribed yet? Hey, if you are not subscribed with this kind of teaching you are getting, then you are not being fair. Please subscribe, like, share, and give a thumbs up. So I've cut out that. I'm going to go ahead right now and cut out the remaining shape. Okay, so I am done cutting out the shapes. Okay, the next step right now is to take that same fabric, place it this way, because we need to cut out another shape. But in order not to cut out another shape, we just do it like this. Place your fabric, arrange your hemming glue, and place that shape that you cut out on it like this, as I'm doing. Okay, you place it like this. That's how to go about it. Oh, guys, it's not difficult. Okay, so I will place it like this, sprinkle water, cover it up, introduce it, and then we are good. So have you subscribed? Once again, please kindly subscribe. You can't be getting this kind of tutorials and then you are not subscribed. You just watch and go. You're not being fair now. You self check them. You're not being fair. Think about it. Please subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up. Okay, peradventure you have a particular style you want us to do a tutorial video on, please share with us and let us do justice to it. So after sprinkling the water, I covered it up with paper, this time around pattern paper. But of course you don't have to use paper. You can still go ahead and use your fabric. It's because the paper was closer to me and it was bigger than the fabric. Okay, so I turned it the other way and I continue transferring heat from the iron to it to glue everything together. All right. So have you watched those short stories we have on the channel, those African tales, African stories, and learn one or two morals from it, please kindly do and share with your loved ones, okay? A whole lot of lessons to learn. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe. This is very important to me. Your subscription. If you don't subscribe, then why am I making videos now? I don't understand. You too, look at it. I love you. Please do that. Thank you for doing that. So I'm done introducing my heat. I'm just going to peel off the paper right now, okay? Taking off the paper. You know, the hemming glue has glued the paper to the fabric, so I'm carefully and gently doing this so I don't destroy my work, okay? So this is what we have. So I'm going to start tracing out the shapes again, okay? But this time, of course, is extremely very easy, okay? Tracing out the shapes again. So we doubled it to give it structure and firmness, okay? I forgot to tell you that before I place the pattern, the the shapes on the other fabric, before I place the shape on the other fabric to cover it up, I did not include my copper wire. So I am just about to include the copper wire, okay? So this is how to go about it. I just needed to mention that so that you don't think I included copper wire before I covered it up. No, I did not, okay? So I just cut out the length of my leaf. I'm just going to cut that in the quantity of leaf that I have. And then the same way we did to the transparent applique, okay, by gluing the copper wire to the applique is the same thing we are going to do here, okay? And then we are going to use our trimmings to cover it up, okay? Please note that you are not under any compulsion to place your copper wire on the sides only. You can also place it on the middle. But the difference is if you place your copper wire on the middle, it means that you're going to embellish both sides and at the same time embellish the middle part because you need to cover up the copper wire. Okay. But eventually you don't have so much trimmings. If you don't have so much trimmings, you can just do on one side. But if you have a lot of trimmings to spare, you can use the copper wire, use it, place it on the middle, cover up both sides of the leaf, and then also cover up the middle part where you have the copper wire. Hope you understand that. So I will just glue my copper wire to all of my applique. As I'm doing one, I'm leaving it to get dried up, you know, before placing my copper wire. Leaving it for some seconds to get dried up before placing my copper wire. So I'm going to continue this process till I exhaust my applique, okay? Or till I am done gluing my applique to gluing my copper wire to my applique, as you can see me do. So after this process, the next thing for us to do is to cover them up with our trimmings. Hope you understand. Again, another call to action. Please subscribe. I can see as you're watching this video. Subscribe, Bikono, I beg you. I'm on my nails. Please subscribe, okay? Thank you. Like this video, share it, give it a thumbs up. Share the link with as many people as would need this tutorial video. Is really quite explicit. I'm also very much proud of myself. I'm doing very well, okay? Please. Or did I do anything wrong by uploading myself? Since you have refused to upload me now, or you upload me, thank you, okay? So after doing that, I just want you. Oh, my camera was almost falling off at this point. I'm sorry about that. I just want you to see the entire process, so you don't get stuck at any point. So you see, it's flexible, you can fold, you can do all of that. You see, you you can twist. That is the power of that copper wire. Okay, so if you don't want to twist it, fold it, curve it, you don't need to use copper wire for it, because there are some embellishments that you just arrange the applique straight up. It does not need any curving or any bending or any twisting. Hope you understand. Okay, so that is what you have to do. So the next thing for us to do is to introduce trimming. Okay, cover both sides neatly. Okay, so you just follow the process, okay, and watch me do this. So when we are done doing this, we are also going to see how to arrange the applique. Okay, so we are still gluing our applique or our trimming to our applique. So we've done for this side. We are going to repeat the same process for the other side. So I'm going to repeat the same process on all of those applique before we now see how to arrange them. You see, wherever you fold it, twist it, bend it too, it just responds because of the copper wire that is on the inside. This is the transparent one. Hope you've learned a lot from this tutorial. Please like, share, subscribe, give a thumbs up, okay? So this is the next thing for us to do. We are going to, this is the design that we want to achieve, okay? So I place two like this, first of all, and then I'm going to tack. So you do a lot of tacking here, guys. Just watch what I'm doing. It's a lot of tacking. I decided not to glue. Tacking is the best. You can actually glue with your hot glue gun, but if you have the time, please tack. So just watch how I am arranging and tacking. So I place a third one and I continue tacking. I'm about to place the next step. Just watch what I'm doing, okay? So I arrange the next set. I first of all arrange to see what the outcome might look like or be like before I tack. So I will continue placing, checking out this way, and then I tack. Okay, I'm going to continue like this, arranging like this and tacking. At the point where one is not sitting well, I will know. I just redesign, continue tacking. So this is what we are going to have when we are done tacking. So I just continue tacking off camera and then I'll come back to her. So guys, I am done tacking and this is what we have. Isn't this beautiful? So like this, you can place it on your garments, okay, however you want to place it on your garment, and then you tack it or glue it to your garment. So after that, I want to show us how to embellish again by gluing your stones to your applique. Okay, so I have the stone, I just continue gluing basically. So guys, it's a whole class from scratch to finish. Okay, from scratch to finish. Please watch to the end of this video And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. So whatsoever stone you want to use in embellishing this, just go ahead and use, okay? And beautify it. When you are done doing this, you just lift it and glue it or tack it to your garment however you want it. Hope you learned something from this tutorial. You had value. Please, if you did, do well to subscribe if you have not. Like, share, and recommend us to other people that might need us. And then guys, I will see you in our next tutorial video. Okay, do not forget to entertain yourself with the short African stories that we have on this channel. Learn one or two morals from it. Watch with your families and friends, children and associates, and share the link with other people so that they can also watch, have fun, and be excited. Okay. So guys, this is what we have. I'm done gluing, or almost done gluing rather. Almost done gluing my stone to the applique. You see it's looking more beautiful with the stones, right? It's looking more beautiful with the stones. So I'm just going to lift it like this, place it on my garments that I'm making. Woo! And the garment will be looking so very, looking like a luxury outfit. Okay, of course it is a luxury outfit because these things take time and money. So this is the outcome, guys. Do you like? Do you like? Thank you for staying tuned. Bye bye.